The Slaying of Keechaka. In the capital of Matsya, Virata Nagar, the Pandavas were living in disguise during their year of incognito exile. Nearly 10 months had passed unnoticed. One day, King Virata's brother-in-law, Keechaka, arrived at the palace. He had come to meet his sister Sudeshna, but as soon as his eyes fell upon Sarandri, Draupadi in disguise, his heart was filled with lust. Again and again, he cast wicked glances at her. Draupadi sensed his evil intent. She warned King Virata and Queen Sudeshna, "Keechaka is after me. I have 5 Gandharv husbands. If he dares cross his limits, his death is certain." But neither the king nor the queen took her warning seriously. Helpless, Draupadi confided everything one night to Bhima. Listening to her, Bhima said firmly, "Draupadi, invite him to the dance hall at midnight. But you will not go there, I will. And that very moment his end will come." Draupadi did exactly as instructed. That night, Keechaka strutted arrogantly into the dance hall. In the dim light, he saw a figure lying under a sari. Thinking it was Sarandri, he approached, intoxicated with desire, and whispered, "Beloved, I surrender myself to you. Come with me now." Suddenly, the figure rose. It was not Draupadi, but Bhima. With fire in his voice, he thundered, "Wretch, you do not face Sarandri, but your own death. This is the fate of those who lust after another man's wife." What followed was terrifying. Bhima pounded Keechaka with fists and kicks, tossing him around like a storm uprooting trees. Again and again he hurled him to the ground, until finally, with a twist of his mighty arms, he snapped Keechaka's neck. Keechaka fell lifeless on the floor. A gleam of relief shone in Draupadi's eyes. That night, the Pandavas returned to their disguises in silence. By morning, when the townsfolk discovered Keechaka's corpse, chaos erupted. Sudeshna wept bitterly, King Virata was shaken, and Keechaka's enraged brothers roared, "Because of this Sarandri, our brother is dead. She must burn on his funeral pyre." They dragged Draupadi toward the cremation ground. The Pandavas saw everything, but their vow of secrecy held them back. Then Bhima could no longer bear it. Smearing his body with mud, he leapt over the wall, uprooted a massive tree, and charged at the monstrous brothers. Within moments, many were slain. The rest fled in terror. Bhima freed Draupadi and reassured her, "Fear no more." The news of Keechaka's death and that of his brothers spread like wildfire across the city. Everyone now understood Sarandri was no ordinary woman, but one protected by the gods themselves. But even as this turmoil shook the palace, a greater threat arose. Duryodhana launched an attack on Virata's cattle. Prince Uttara was asked to lead the army, but he hesitated. Draupadi scolded him, "How shameful for a kshatriya to flee from battle." Uttara replied nervously, "I have no charioteer to drive me into war." Draupadi had the solution. "Take Brihanala. He is a master charioteer. He once drove Arjuna's own chariot." So the plan was set. The chariot was ready. On the way, near the cremation ground, Arjuna abandoned his disguise as Brihanala, lifted his divine weapons, and declared, "The curse of my eunuchhood has ended. I am Arjuna. Do not fear. Stand with me and watch as I crush the pride of the Kauravas." On the battlefield, the sound of Arjuna's conch, Devdutta, shattered the enemy's courage. Karna, Drona, Bhishma, all fought fiercely, but none could withstand the storm of Arjuna's arrows. At last, the Kaurava army fled in defeat. Arjuna returned victorious to Virata Nagar, his true identity revealed.